Hey guys, it's Aubrey with Magical Journey Adventures. I am back. I know it's been a while since I have done a video, especially a Disney video, and the things that I go on adventures with is to do Disney content. And I am a content creator. It's been a long time since I've done videos on Disney, and I know you guys have seen my very last video, which is the Disney cruise, which was on the the Disney Wish. That was the last video I have shot, but now I am back. I'm gonna be doing a few more videos, hopefully in the future, or hopefully as soon as I can. It's been really tough for me. I've been at home, I've been working a lot, and that's probably why I haven't been able to upload any video content for the channel. But I am back. I will be doing my very utmost best to post more videos for you guys, more content, and some other, I want to go ahead and go over some tips and some tricks and my experience. I really want to go over my experience in Disney World because I love Disney World, I love Disneyland, but mostly I'm a Disney World kind of guy, and I want to go over some tips and tricks for all the things that I've experienced in the parks, and what I've gone through, what I've learned, and the things that I've done over the years of me going to Disney World. So today's video is I want to talk about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So I've experienced a lot of those type of nighttime events, and I want to go over the tips and tricks on my experience at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with tip number 1 is arrival. When you do arrive at the park, you can arrive there early. No later than 4 o'clock is admission inside the park. They may be nice and open at maybe 3:50, 3:55, give or take. And once you do, before you do go into the park, you have to they will give you your wristband, and of course you have to, I believe, have your ticket linked and everything to your phone, or you can have the printed out version for the event. And then once you go past the ticketing booth, they will issue you a wristband that will consist of a color coded event color. It can be purple, it can be green, it can be orange, but it's on different days that the colors change. So on my specific day, my color might be maybe green or orange or purple. And I must get a wristband before entering the park. That wristband will actually let the guests, oh my god, help me out guys, I'm trying to brain fart. It'll let the park cast members, sorry about that guys, it's been a while since I've done this, especially voiceover. It's gonna let them know that you have a wristband, that you're there for the event. So basically on that wristband, it'll indicate what time the event starts, which is at 7 o'clock p.m. is the party, and then the date that you are arriving on the event, that date. So just to let you guys know, don't try to come on a different date and you're trying to get into the park with a different date, and you either come in too early, which is on the wrong date, and you may have came on the wrong date and your date is not until the next day. But just be careful with that. Make sure you check your dates, make sure you check your calendar of the days that you are supposed to attend the event. I would reveal the date that I'm going, but I have to keep myself protected, and to make sure that I don't reveal the date that I'm going, I don't want nobody to know that I am a content creator and that I'm in the parks, and I don't want nobody to know the days that I'm going to the parks, even though you guys don't care because you don't know anything much about my channel. But in the future you will know a lot about my channel. I'm gonna go ahead and go over tip number 2, your first treat trail. So when you go into your first treat trail, you will be given a bag, and you will also be given your first candy. I believe they are M&M chocolate cookies or something. Chocolate chip cookies will be your first treat, is your M&M chocolate chip cookies. And so they will be providing your M&Ms to you as your first treat, and then you will be getting a bag. I don't know what the bags will look like this year, because last year they had a Mickey Not So Scary bag. It was black. It had Mickey on the front, and it was really good quality. I would have to say really good quality, and hopefully it'll be the same good quality this year. Same quality. All right, so let's go over tip number 2. Sorry about that, guys. I had a notification on my computer. Sorry about that interruption. Tip number 2, Halloween snacks and treats. So when it comes to Halloween snacks and treats, when I do go out throughout the park, I do get a few Halloween snacks and treats that they have provided for the event, which they don't really put out the major Halloween snacks and treats until 7 o'clock the day of the party when it starts. And they have some amazing Halloween treats for you to enjoy, for you to try. And this year, I'm not sure what they're going to be having this year. I'm going to go ahead and post a few of my clips of what they're going to be having this year for the Halloween treats at this event. But I'm not a very big picky eater when it comes to Halloween treats, like their snacks and their cupcakes and their different cakes and their savory treats, which is their hot dogs, their hamburgers, and everything like that. I'm not really that kind of a person to buy those type of things throughout the park, because I'm just not that kind of eater. I don't really eat much like that. Occasionally I will buy maybe one Halloween treat and one savory treat, and one savory snack I should say, throughout the event. So let's go over tip number 4. Tip number 4 is your rides. They do have ride overlays. You want to go ahead and do your ride overlays, I would say a little bit later throughout the day, throughout the evening of the event. But the rides you want to basically see if you can like squeeze in before the event starts at 7 o'clock is maybe 2 to 3 rides, you know, give or take. And you want to go ahead and push in as much as you can according to rides and everything like that. And you know, what I've done is I haven't done any rides at all. I would always just wander around, walk around. But I think this year I'm going to probably end up hitting the People Mover. It really depends on the crowd level as well, because it's a lot of people, and especially for the event. And people are you know, still in the parks. But this season, I am going in September this season, and hopefully the crowds will be low. Kids will be going back to school, and who knows, because some parents may have a ticketed event for that day that I am going, and it might be, you know, a little bit, you know, crowded, who knows. But other than that, I will squeeze in maybe 2 or 3 rides before the event starts at 7 o'clock. All right, let's go ahead and go over tip number 5. If you do have a little bit more time before 7 o'clock, let's go ahead and you want to go ahead and check out the merch at the I think it's the Mercantile? I want to say Mercantile. I could be wrong. You can go ahead and check out the merch, which is our new Halloween merch that came out not too long ago and this year. And the Halloween merch is really nice this year, different. There's a lot of Jack Skellington merch, a lot of Haunted Mansion merch, the new Mickey and Minnie and the Fab Five merch. There's a lot, and then also the Hocus Pocus merch. The Hocus Pocus merch is always very popular this time of season, and yeah, it's a lot of merch that you can pick up, and you know, during the Halloween season, if you have no costume and you really want to be festive, go ahead and pick up the Halloween merch in the store at the I want to say Mercantile. I don't know if it's Mercantile. I could be wrong or not, but anywho, let's go on to tip number 6, that first treat trail. So the event starts at 7 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, and you want to go ahead and give yourself some ample time to go to that first treat trail. Look at your map. Look at your park map, and that's what I basically do. I have a black Sharpie pen, a black Sharpie marker, and I use my map and I circle the first treat trail that I go to. Basically, on this map, you will see some pumpkin indicators on where the treat trails are throughout the entire park. And basically that's what I do. I take a black Sharpie marker, which is the skinny small ones, not the fat ones, and I circle the first treat trail that I'm going to. I put a number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and so on, and then until I get to all the treat trails. So basically, that's what I do. I hit my first treat trail. It could be at the Jungle Cruise area. At the Jungle Cruise, I think it's the Tiki. Last year I went to the one in the Tiki room area. There was a treat trail at the Tiki area. And I went there for my first treat trail, and I was able to, you know, fill the first treat trail up with some candy. And boy, do they give you some candy. They give you a handful of candy when you go throughout the entire park for the party. And that's what my first tip is, to hit the treat trail no later than 6:50. Get in line at about 6:50, not 6:55, not 7 o'clock. Try to get in line for 6:50, because if you're like that kind of person that just wants candy and everything, you want to really have a fun time, start the treat trail about 6:50 to get in line for that first treat trail, because the line will start getting long when you hit that first treat trail if you don't, you know, give yourself some ample time. 6:50, 6:45, give or take. Alright, tip number 7 is photos with the characters. So last year I did not do any photos with the characters because I didn't want to really get in those long lines with the characters, but they do have a lot of characters throughout the certain sections of the park for the Halloween party. And I personally do not take photos with the characters during the event, because you are limited a certain amount of time. The event, I believe it runs from 7 to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I believe it runs from 7 to midnight or 7 to 11. I think it's a 4-hour event. And that's pretty much the ample time you have to be able to experience this fun-filled, festive Halloween event. And you don't want to really waste your time with characters unless you do want to take pictures with the characters. You really don't care about the ride, you don't really care about the candy. You want to take those photos, especially those memorable photos with your child, with the characters, because a lot of them will be out and scattered throughout the park. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to tip number 8, which is the entertainment. The entertainment consists of the parade, the Sanderson Sisters, and the fireworks spooktacular. Now, how I've done it is you want to give yourself some ample time, because the parade starts at 9:15 sharp, and then you go to the next time. I believe it's going to be 9:45, which is the Sanderson Sisters show, and then the last one will be, I think, 10 something, 10:15 for the fireworks spooktacular. What I've done is I would I would be at the I would be at the castle, and I would wait at the castle for the parade. I would sit by in front of the castle on Main Street, right in front of the castle, to do the parade. Now, the time that I've gone to do to sit down to get a spot was at about if it starts at 9:15, I would give myself ample time about 8:30. I know that's crazy, it's a long time to sit, but I would sit there. I would start sitting and getting a spot around 8:30, because what happens is the entertainment events are back to back, which I done last year, and I'm like, oh, it's back to back. So basically, you want to give yourself some ample time to be there at 8:30 to get a spot, because the event parade starts at 9:50. So basically, what happens is the I believe it's the Sleepy Hollow, which is the Headless Horseman. He will trot down first. It gets about around 9 o'clock. He starts coming down Main Street with his horse, and he comes down first, and then all of a sudden that's when the parade kicks off at 9:15, because the parade will actually start at Country Bear area, way over there at Country Bear area on that side of the park. I believe it's Frontierland, and it starts down there, then it works its way up towards the castle, and then so forth towards Main Street. So you want to give yourself ample time. Now, the parades, once the parade is over, I would shift and turn, because I would turn the other way, because the Sanderson Sisters show will start as well, and I make a spot for that, and I stay exactly where I'm at to do the Sanderson Sisters show. I basically attend the first showing. I don't go to the second showing unless there's an emergency of a rainstorm or a thunderstorm or something, which I didn't experience last year. But I would have to turn to watch the castle because that's when the Sanderson Sisters show starts. Then once that show is over, I remain where I am because after the show is over, you're looking at maybe 15 minutes later, the fireworks spectacular starts. I'm standing in the same spot where I'm supposed to be standing for the spectacular show with the fireworks. And so basically, you want to make sure you give yourself ample time to get a spot for the entertainment. Tip number 9, the last treat trail go around. So basically, I have done in the past when I go to Disney World for these Halloween events, I've always made myself do a last treat trail go around. I look at my little map and I do the same route all over again for the second time because I'm a candy lover. I love candy. And it's so much fun too to trick or treat, especially if you're an adult, you know. It makes us feel like a kid again. But yeah, that's what I usually normally will do, is make my second go around because I wouldn't have to see the show again because I've already seen the show for the entertainment, which is the second part, which starts at 11:15, and I've already seen the show. I'm not gonna be there to see it again. Tip number 10, 2 or 3 rides to end the night, which is the overhaul rides, which is the dark rides. You have Space Mountain and you have the Mad Tea Party, and those are the type of rides that have that nighttime overhaul that I would probably end up going to, which I've never done before, but I might do this year. I'm sorry guys, the camera did cut off between my discussion with you guys. I was going over the nighttime overhaul when, you know, the event's almost over. I would do the rides, and this year I might end up doing it. I might end up going to the Mad Tea Party overhaul and the Space Mountain overhaul. And so yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, those are a few of my tips that I wanted to give you guys of what I would do this year for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And I hope this was helpful for those of you who are going to be going to this year Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. If you liked the video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that bell notification icon. And thanks for watching my video, Aubrey's Magical Journey Adventures, and I just want to say bye bye for now. Thanks guys. Alright guys, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. Please forgive me if I sound a little bit nervous over the video content. It was my very first time coming back in a while, in a very long time, shooting and going over a voiceover over my video. And I just want to say thank you for those who did watch this video. I want to thank you for the support and the subscribers and also the views. Thank you so much, and you guys be blessed, and I will see you guys in the parks. Bye.